velvet voice of Jedi Johnson narrates the way, and the ever-steady Styx boy shall ride away your brain. Bad to the bone, Bruce and Furnace pick up for days on days, and the great October's global feds have bad mighty to slay. We are all damage on damage. We are all damage on damage. We are all damage. The qualified, we are prepared.
And hello and welcome to another brand new episode of The Qualified. I'm Jedi Johnson 22, joined this week by the always steady Styx Boy 73 and the architect joesduelin. Domtober is in San Diego.
Taking pictures of himself.
Learning to surf or something. Yeah, who knows what he's doing.
Learning to surf. Hanging out with Cold Slither and taking a lot of pictures of himself.
Did you guys see the video he posted of Cold Slither? I thought it would be something. I thought it would be something more than that. I was a little. I mean, Don probably loved it. I was a little disappointed. I thought it was going to be some grand like stadium concert.
Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be like stadium wise, but I thought it would be bigger than like the half ballroom at the Hilton.
Yeah, I've seen better setups in bars in the Philippines. So yeah.
Well,
and the band
and those shows are a lot more lively.
Yeah.
Those cats can sing.
And those bars will definitely give you a Cold Slither. So.
No, I saw that in some of his pictures. I'm sure he will regale us with his tales and his.
I'm sure he loved it. I am sure he had a great time.
7,000 pictures, 6,998 of them will all be of him, and 2 will be of content.
So unfortunately for the Domtober maniacs out there, you're stuck with just us this week. So, but
if you're at SDCC, hey, track him down. If you go ask for his autograph, that will make his year.
Apparently, from what Matt said, Dom is quite the celebrity there. People know him, and he knows people.
All right.
People like
Fair
him.
enough.
Yeah. So, say what you will about Dom's delusions. I don't know. Maybe they're true. Maybe
people love it.
Maybe people love it.
He's a people person. Hey,
here we thought it was all in his head.
I've been with him at a con. He's a people person. Good times.
So, man, bad week, man. Had a lot of the rule of 3. Didn't waste any time this week.
We did not.
And,
bing, bing, bing.
Wow.
We've got
we were
punches.
talking about it after the Doctor Who show on Tuesday. We'd already had 2, and we're like, well, we're going to get to 3rd, and
there you go.
Bam.
Yep.
It was just unfortunate. Wow.
I dare keep up with the wrestling world. I didn't know he was that bad off.
I didn't know that either.
It was only recent that he was been sick. Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, while they're all tragedies, the Theo, I always call him Theo because I can never. What's his real name?
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Malcolm. Yeah, that was tragic. That was
that one.
That
one
really
was,
took you by surprise.
Yeah.
Be careful where you swim, kids. If you're out in the ocean, rivers, any place where there's a current or tides, be careful.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. I'm not sure on that one. I guess there's some kind of investigation going on, but still, the bottom line is took everyone by surprise because he was, you watched him growing up on the Cosby Show, and
Yeah, he got caught in the riptide. Him and his daughter were out there. They saved his daughter, but that's tragic.
Well, what else went on this? Of course, San Diego.
Now we brought everybody up. We're
yeah. Let's try and
only one way to go but up.
A little more cheerful. San Diego Comic-Con is going on, which means I am spending money that I shouldn't have, going further in debt because I can't seem to have no willpower, folks. No willpower at all.
I keep missing my timing on the Sveta drops for Massive. That's the only covers I want, and if I don't get them, that then I will have no San Diego exclusives this year, which I'm fine with. Exclusives are nice. I mean, I like con exclusives more than store exclusives. But
I bought one of the, and I bought it so just case in point, I have no willpower. One of the ugliest Talon, Sith Talon or whatever. Darth Talon. One of the ugliest Darth Talon covers I think I've ever seen. But she had big boobs in it, so
there you go.
I guess that's
you don't always have to look at the face.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but yeah. So I guess with that, let's
see who we got hanging out. Let's see who we got hanging out here.
So we got GT Key comic coming in first, second, and taking no prisoners coming in third as well with the howdy emojis. What's going on, GT? Tyson. A little early for Tyson to be in the comments.
Okay, that is now the best avatar that you've had so far. the Coldplay Bruce and Dom.
Oh my God,
that's a keeper. That's a keeper. I hope Bruce sees that.
That's
a keeper. Hope they don't see that.
That's a clip of the year right there.
That may be his best work.
That better make its way to my inbox.
That's great. That is the wallpaper.
What's going on, Tyson? Happy Friday. Ed, hey Bluebeards. What's going on, Ed? Happy to see you. Not sure if you're still with us. You're going to catch us on the rewind, but we are glad you stopped by. Grumpy G, howdy y'all. What's going on, Grumpy? What else Tyson say? I swear Dom threw. is that whose panties?
Dirty ass tiny whiteies just chucked up on stage.
Well, I dare say that band might not have deserved much more. I don't know. Just
it didn't look like there were that many people there either. But I don't know. I mean, I couldn't get a real idea of how big that room was and how close to the stage he was. But
I think there was only 75
based on the size of the stage, it didn't look that big.
They should have put them in like those fake muscle suits and had them like, but they were just like a bunch of out of shape dads up there with
like a bad episode of Cops.
Hello, Mama Bear. What's going on, Mama? Good to see Mama again on Tuesday, teaching us all about Doctor Who. Finally got to see the episode I wanted. And Mama Bear blew my mind during that episode, revealing something that even my dirt. I'm a little ashamed of myself that I didn't see that, but Mama Bear saw it and pointed it out, and blew my mind. Yeah. Three Rivers. It's cold slither, not cold sore.
Yeah, I don't know. It was rough.
Yeah, I almost feel. Dawn posted a picture of him and Giggles. Giggles was smiling, looked like she had a good time. So I'm assuming that was taken before the music started.
I'm sure Dom had a blast, and that's all that matters. As long as our Dom is happy, we're happy.
Right. Yeah, and that probably just made Giggles happy too to see her man all banging his.
So I hear, I want to go get Zartan's autograph.
Who else we got? Paul. What's going on, Paul? What up, guys? Hey, what's up, Paul? What's going on? Let's see. And the always faithful Terry Floyd. Kenneth Washington died. Okay. Oh, from Hogan Heroes. Okay. Wow. I can't put a face to that name, but he must have lived a full life if he was in a Hogan's Heroes, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not as full a life as Bob Crane, but
right?
Bob Crane stories out there.
Dungeon Crawler? What's going on, Dungeon?
What's up, man?
Don will be furious at us? No. Don will be furious. I can't remember. Did Dom say what he was after? That's the only thing. If Don had missed the concert, and if he doesn't get the albums, I guess both the blue and red, he might be a little pissed. But
he was going to get both. He wanted the Zartan.
He definitely wanted the Zartan. Yeah.
And the other one.
Yeah. All right. I think we said hello to everybody. If I missed you, we are sorry. We will try and do better next time. Let's queue up the outside looking in, so I can get extremely pissed because it's got another one of those comics in it that gives me heartburn.
Hey, welcome to the Outside Looking In, where we take a look at the 5 books that just didn't quite make it to the CBSI Hot 10 this week. It's an interesting list this week. Coming up first, DC All In. First absolute tease of the KO event, that DC KO event. Nearly 20 sold, 10 to 20 bucks. So at that KO, is it the ash can that's floating around out there?
It's the KO event.
Yeah, there's a DC KO book.
They have like
around.
Was it a cage match or I don't know what's the one? What's the one when they do wrestling where they all enter the ring and the last one standing?
Little Royal Rumble action.
Royal Rumble, is that what's going on?
So yeah, I mean, between all this absolute stuff and all this all-in stuff, there's a little bit of heat on some of these earlier appearances of this stuff. So yeah, nearly 20 sold, 10 to 20 bucks. It's not that old of a book. It didn't come out that long.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't. I looked at this one and I almost thought I might have this one, but
I think I probably have it a stack somewhere of something I haven't sorted yet.
It's got Zatanna in it, so it probably does. You probably have it.
Yeah, probably. I do have a problem. But yeah, 10 to 20 bucks on a newer book isn't half bad.
You're in good company.
Next up on the list, The World to Come. This book still trucking along. You got the first Son of T'Challa there. Nearly 20 sold, 10 to 15 bucks. Like I said, this book has been trucking along. You had the second print 1 in 25. You had this cover. You had a Panosian cover. So probably get another few more bites at the apple. Anytime you introduce some new character into the Black Panther universe, it seems to have its ebbs and flows here and there, especially with Black Panther related projects, in the queue for Marvel. So we shall see. That's nice.
Well, technically, we've already had the first live action appearance of Katima, right? Katana.
And there goes Styx. Have we? No, because it was.
That wasn't his son that was in the.
Yeah, but it was a different character.
It was a child version. I get it, but yeah. Oh, was it a totally different character? That was.
I think it was a totally different name.
Oh, okay.
It was Toussaint or something along those lines, I think, in the movie. So yeah, well, like I said, people like Spec. Spec is fun if you can get in cheap. There's nothing wrong with picking up first appearances sometimes if you can get them on the cheap. So yeah, we'll see if Styx comes back. Next up, New Guardians number 2. It's the first Snowflame. That's a fun older book that's out there. I don't know how you feel about villain spec, especially second, third rate villain spec. But Snowflame is a villain who is powered by the drugs. But high of $40. There's a rumored appearance in Peacemaker season 2. So you know how that goes. It will be a quick bite of the apple and then probably a precipitous drop. So, hey, if you have it in one of your old long boxes, you might want to dig it out and throw it up on the bay. But yeah, not a bad book. And then Pete threw some big boy books up on the list this week. He threw up ASM 129 just because of the Punisher images for a confirmed appearance in Brand New Day. So getting Punisher on the big screen again. It's a big boy book. You might want to look at his second appearance as well in ASM. It's a cheaper book and accessible out there because this is out of the reach for a lot of people. But
yeah, this is I mean, if I may, you've all heard my Marvel Spotlight 5 story. My Spider-Man 129 story is not that different from the Spotlight 5. I had this in a 9.4, but it was CBCS amateur what do you call it, amateur restoration, slight page trimming on top or something like that. But graded 9.4, but it was a what would be a purple label, I guess, in CGC world, and I sold it. I didn't lose money, so I can't bitch about it too much. I didn't lose money on it, but I wish I still had it.
Yeah, that's like I said, it's a big boy book. I like big boy books. I think it's important to have some good solid keys in your collection. So much stuff is so trendy in terms of in and out and in and out, and it's hot for a few weeks, or maybe you get a few bites of the apple. But I mean, you do have your solid bronze and modern keys, and there aren't too many bronze and modern keys that are true keys that are always going to do pretty well, and should hold up pretty well. So we'll see if it gets a little bump. And last up on the list, all things Doom are hot. So with the movie out there now, and you're gonna have Doom soon enough. Fan 4 number 5. It's your first Doom. Another big boy book. Don't be scared to dip your toes into Silver Age, kids. It's a nice market to be in, and there's a lot of ways to go. You can go super expensive and try to find that high graded Fantastic Four number 5 and break the bank, or you go out there and find some rough raw copies if you want. You're still going to pay a little bit, but still fun to have one of those big keys. It's like, hey, this is the first Doctor Doom, even when it's in a beat to shit condition. It's still nice. So, and that's what we got this week. If you want to know more about any of these wonderful books that Pete has on the OLI, or any of the books that he showed tonight on the Hot 10, hop on over to CBSI and read Pete's write-up and read all about it. You boys ready to do some pickups?
Oh shit! Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'll give you some time, Jedi, because I have a metric shit ton of pickups. I showed at 7:00 on Bruce's show. I showed everything that just came in for my biweekly. So instead, I'm going to show you all, so I don't repeat my books. I'm going to show you all everything that I got dollar digging this past weekend up in Pittsburgh. And I can't wait for this. And a few other little things that I got in that came in that I'm happy with. So in terms of things that I didn't dig, but that I did get, little Darwyn Cooke, Red Menace, Darwin tonight. I will pick up any of these at any time when I can get them. All these Darwins that I got were from Steve Horn over at My Bargain Comics. Great guy, great site. His store on eBay has tons of amazing stuff. And friend of the show, good guy. I picked up one of these because I found it cheap. So I got one of those whenever. And then, the dollar bins. I mean, there have to be about 700 plus long boxes, if not more. I mean, it's literally those long cafeteria table size tables, probably about 8 or 9 tables long and 5 rows. Long boxes on both sides, and they're back to back. Well, and the tables are back to back, so you got long boxes on both sides, 5 rows on top and under the tables. So every time I head up there, I normally go to I pick a little section and I dig for an hour or so. Every time I go up, try to just hit a different area. So this is what this trip yielded me. So let's see, we got Honor 3.
All right.
I found some Ashley Wood in there. Not going to complain about that. A little more Ashley Wood. Never going to complain about that. Hey, we just saw this when we were talking about innovation a little while back. Little Bruce Jones.
I don't have that.
I did find some Darwin in the dollar bins. Granted, these were just the A covers, not the sketch versions, but I'm gonna pick up Darwin Cooke books for $1 when I see them. Some Hopeless
Absolutely.
Savages, some Terry Dobson work there. Another thing, I will pick up Boland work wherever I can as well. So, and I love Vamps in general. I was happy to find the photo cover. Again, it's Boland, and Boland makes me happy. And for $1, as they say in RoboCop, I'd buy that for $1. Little Hero Alliance, quarterlies. Nice. I found some Babushka. I was very happy to find some Babushka in there. I found a free comic book day. This is actually the first appearance of Revival. So, yeah, for $1, I wasn't going to knock it. And it has some It Girl and the Atomics in there as well. So, I was pretty jazzed about that. Some Book of Magic, still in the poly bag. I'll buy Vertigo stuff whenever I see it as well. I was very happy with the Vertigo Essential graphic novels because there's no reason not to buy anything with death on the cover. Again, some more Boland. I love Animal Man as well. Nice little reprint, Spirit. Let's see, we got some JSA All Stars. There's a bunch of those in there, so I grabbed those. Hey, some Mask. Mask seems to be hot right now, so I picked up some of those Revolution Mask, which I was
new toys are coming
about. Yeah. I'm a sucker for Apocalypse Now homage, so.
Oh yeah.
Little old Zero Girl, little Sam Keith. Adventures on the Fringe. I will buy like weird underground smut mags and indie comics whenever I see them in dollar boxes because I love them. Somerset Holmes. Got 2 copies of that. I was quite jazzed for $1. I love painted covers. Well, the newer run of Dark Shadows, little Francavilla cover. More Francavilla.
Yep.
And a little old school Dark Shadows. Innovation. I was quite jazzed to find this as well. A little Grace American.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I gotta look at it.
It's so much fun going through dollar boxes. It really brings back my love of the hobby of just digging through shitty dollar boxes and being able to make a stack of books. And I think I got like 67
I would love to find a lunchbox for great. There's got to be one, right?
There has to be. Even if it's just a symbol. Darkman versus Army of Darkness, George Perez cover.
Okay.
I'm a big Jim the Food fan. This is very early Girl Scouts, number 1. A little Gotham Academy because why not? We're starting up the series again.
Hey, what's up, Rennavision?
Always will pick up Miss Tree when it is in a dollar bin. I love this series, and these were actually in really good shape for sitting in a dollar box unbagged. Picked up a decent run of Scarlet Cultura. Des Taylor, by the way, I did all of these. Does the interiors as well. He has a great Kickstarter out right now as well. It's still open. His art style is fun. I got the Jim Rugg little kind of ash can Planet Death from New Dimensions Comics that he worked with. So there's a classic X-Men there, that classic X-Men 2 that had no backing board on it, but it wasn't too beat up, and yeah, it's some Art Adams art. Why not? But for $1, it's just hard to pass up. Well, Judge Dredd.
I am the law.
Hey, hell, why not? Hell, I was like, yeah, shit, that's in pretty good shape. Why not? Why not for $1 pick it up?
That text there?
Yep. I love Allred as well, so I picked up some Ecstatic and some X-Force. I love these old these reprints. Our Love is a Sham. It's quite nice. Like I said, a bunch of these JSA All-Stars, which just had fun covers. I was like, for a
He's
box.
approaching your record, Styx. But
I know, I'm getting there. It was one of those things where you start seeing one and then you see the run and you're like, well, shit, I might as well grab the run.
I think your record's safe. 12 minutes is a long time.
Little Dave Johnson. I'm fast with my books. I run through pretty fast. And then because of Styx, I ended up getting a bunch of Doctor Who shit. This was Francavilla cover, so I was like, oh, I love Francavilla, so I'll get that. And then I tried to get any of the photo covers that they had.
Yeah.
So I got a couple. Who I love, by the way, in Sandman is Joanna Constantine.
Sure, yeah.
So
they're good pickups.
There's one shop here, Cosmic, that has dollar there's like $3 boxes you can go through, but they are picked through. He does refresh them every once in a while, but they get picked through quick.
And that's what I got. Yeah, I mean, there's so many there. Like it doesn't matter how many times I go up to Pittsburgh, I'm never going to go through there. And the crazy thing is they have a warehouse that you can go through as well. There's 500,000 books there. It's in dollar boxes. Every Saturday you can go there and pick.
Are they only open on Saturday?
Yeah. Sometimes they'll do special events, but they're normally only open on Saturdays. But yeah, but this place is, is a lot easier because it's, not in a leaky warehouse like their other ones. So, all right, that's what I got. Jedi.
Well, if you don't like Vampirella or you're tired of me showing Vampirella, look away for the next 2 or 3 minutes. Because all I am showing today is Vampirella. I got to get through some Vampirella. So I did try to remember the artist for the covers because that's important. Some of them I remember the issue and the title, but not all of them. Like this one. I don't remember which one it is. This is a De Silva Vampy cover. This one is lyrics. So this is from the Armageddon, Vampirella Armageddon that just dropped.
Which we'll be discussing tonight.
Yeah. I believe this is Vampirella 3 from the other one. This is a Satoshi Shiki something?
Sure.
Satoshi?
Why not?
Yeah, something like that. Another of the Armageddon. This is Poulat.
Yeah, and I know you got the white one too.
This is Vampirella 3. This is Ferguson. I think this is Vampirella 3.
I love Ferguson. Ferguson is so good.
The other one.
Half the time when I look at previews, I see his covers and I'm like, oh, that's a cosplay cover, and I have to look closer.
I know and not your favorite one is Josh Brown. I don't remember the title.
I don't mind Burns. I don't mind Burns.
Burns.
He just sometimes it just gets a little stale. I just feel like I get a lot of the same kind of poses.
Here's Inyuk Lee, Vampirella 1.
That's decent. I like that.
This is probably, God, it pains me to say this. This is Nunez. Probably the ugliest. This is from Vampirella 25. Probably an older title. Is definitely an older title. Probably the ugliest Vampirella cover I have ever seen. I'll just let you get it. I don't know.
I don't know. Part of me actually kind of likes it.
You kind of dig it? All right, good. This is Ebass. It's like the only Ebass Vampirella I have, I think. I don't know. Maybe he hasn't done a lot of Vampirella.
I prefer Seabass, but that's,
Seabass. Ron Leary, Vampirella 666.
That's a nice cover.
And then I don't remember. This is Kincaid, but I don't know which title that is. Of course, Perillo. This is a Vampirella 1. The
Ultraviolet.
Whatever cover. The violet cover. Vampirella Superpowers, lyrics.
I like that series. There's some good covers in that.
This is who is this? Oh, Katia something. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name. Katia something. This is number 2, I think. Vampirella 2. More Vampirella 2, Perillo. I think that's the A cover.
I was really hoping I was going to find a vein of Vampirella books.
The censored cover, which It's just like the A cover, only with the cheese are showing. I don't know. Another lyrics. I'm always going to grab lyrics, Vampirella especially when I see
Is that a
them.
lyrics? I don't think that's a lyrics.
This is a lyrics. Yep.
That is?
I'm pretty sure it is. Yep. In fact, I think I have a signed copy of this as well.
Nice. I like that cover. Yeah, I'm always pissed going through those dollar boxes because they are not organized, and I was so hoping I would find a vein of Vampies. No love.
Oh, I wish I would have too.
I know.
Here is Godtail. Vampirella. I forget which one. 2 or 3, probably 2. I think maybe.
I love Godtail. Love this stuff.
Some Hughes.
Yeah.
All right, this is I got the signed. I got it off his whatnot. Zerdy, Vampirella Armageddon. Suck it. And then I went back because on the same stream, I went back and got signed copies of his Vampirella 2 or 3. Can't remember. I got a signed copy of Kincaid. I think this is number 1.
We're slowly going to push all that Star Wars shit out of your background, Jedi.
It's all in the garage now.
It's going to be all Vampirella.
All my Star Wars comics are in the garage.
You could even have a big garage sale.
Kevin Delgado, Vampirella number 1. I like this cover. It's not the best vampy face, but I do like the cover.
Yeah.
And that's it for this week. That cleared me out of vampies. I got some signed stuff I still need to go through, but that's almost all my unsigned.
Nice.
El Natural Vampirella. I'm going to scan this real quick because I'm pretty sure that's.
But you got a goose egg this week? Styx?
I got goose egg this week. Nothing this week.
Nothing this week?
Nope, nothing this week.
Nothing at all.
I had planned on doing some dollar bin digging, but I had to cancel it. All 3 of my vehicles are in the shop this week. So there goes my mind.
It just really, I just.
So yeah, I just that is a lyrics.
Wow, that's a nice lyrics. It's outside of her early normal.
I have a signed copy of that, but like I said, I always if I see a lyrics Vampirella pop up, I'm probably at least going to throw down a semi-respectable bid to try and get it.
Yeah, why not? All righty. So for Comic Now later this week up, Last Boy number 4, the 1 in 10 Angela Wu cover. I love Angela Wu's work. 1 in 10 on this book is not bad. Still a decent series. It's Boom, so it should be findable. Cal Exit number 1 apparently finally came out. I don't know. I had this book on a pull list. I had this on a Now and Later probably a year plus ago. I don't know. This book just kept getting pushed back. I believe Pete had this book, not this cover, as number 3 on the Hot 10 tonight. Yep. But I'm a big Dusky Loveless fan.
Whatever the yellow cover was.
She doesn't have a lot of work out there. The work she does have is mostly Black Mask stuff, but it's a cool cover. And eventually, maybe I'll actually get it in my hands because I've been looking at this cover now for a year and a half, and supposedly the book's now out. So, and then there was SDCC 2025 Foxy variant from Sveta. Yes, Sveta. That's all I gotta say. Her Pin Apocalypse stuff just kills it for me. I will buy it every time I see it. It's one of the few things that I pay up for, above ratio or a little more than I would be happy to pay for a normal variant.
Love Nerdy.
Hey, Nerdy.
Hey, Nerdy. Thanks for coming in.
Then for the future, look, it's an EOM cover that's not like weirdly sexual. Isn't it weird?
I don't like it at all.
I kind of dig it because I like to see him stepping kind of outside of that comfort zone to see what he's doing. So yeah, Red Hood number 1, cover F. There's a foil variant on it. So it's just get a little something different from EOM. Why not? I liked Voyeur number 1, cover B, a Lupacino variant. You see the guys underneath the pier there, underneath the docks there. Hence the name of the book, Voyeur. I don't know how you feel about Leah Williams and her writing, but I do kind of dig that cover. And Heavy Metal 3, Luis Royo, cover A. Beautiful cover. Beautiful cover. Heavy Metal still knocking it out of the park with some really.
I just
really
noticed
cool
the dude under the pier.
Yeah. I love that. I love creepy covers. They're fun. So yeah. Like I said, Heavy Metal still doing well. I still have a bitter taste in my mouth about Heavy Metal, but with their Kickstarter crappiness that they did. But
you still haven't gotten it, or did you get it?
Oh no, I got it. A couple months after it was actually released in stores, and then I got my Kickstarter exclusives out of it, but they put everything in a box that was too big for the magazines.
Oh shit!
So everything kind of moved around. Frustrating. They did bag and board the new stuff, but they had add-ons of back issues for Heavy Metal in that Kickstarter. They did not bag and board the add-ons. So that was a little frustrating. But
do better, Heavy Metal. Do better.
Still knocking it out of the park with the cover art. So makes it up there. For my tops and tails, there's still a few days left on Blame and Glam number 11. I'm a big Richard Morgan supporter. I love Blame and Glam. He always pulls in some great talent to do some of the additional covers as well. I will always be a sucker for a Luana Vecchio cover, and I will always be a sucker for a Bang Bez. Luana Vecchio's on the left-hand side there. Bang Bez on the right side. Good stuff. Good book.
Hey, did you? Oh, go ahead.
No.
Did you buy into that Kickstarter? It's called Monster.
The answer when you start with, did you buy into that Kickstarter? The answer is probably yes.
Probably yes. I think you did. It's called. I think it's called something like Monster Girls of the '80s or something.
I don't know whether. Oh, maybe not. I know there's a couple Kickstarters.
They have like sexy covers of like the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. They have like the Mummy. Just some stuff like from the 80s. I bought in and I canceled it at the last minute. I was like, nah, do I really want this? I canceled last minute. I did get was
that the Monster Noir one?
I mean, the problem is some of them that they do, they bang out a bunch of covers and they're AI covers. And I just I do try to stay away from that.
Yeah, because if they don't list the artist's name for the cover, I don't support it.
Yeah, and I'm granted, Kickstarter is pretty good about the people that put the stuff up there being pretty honest about, yes, AI is used for these covers. And I tend to stay away from that. I've actually pulled back a little bit on some of the Kickstarter stuff, but then, there's the Dean Yeagle stuff and the Blam and Glam stuff. I mean, I have the complete set already, so I'm just going to keep going. But like I said, you can do catch up on this Kickstarter as well. So if you wanted to go through and get a lot of the older stuff, I think is in there as well.
Sugar Pop just ended today. That was the
I did back that.
Dan Mendoza. I backed that one too. I got the Ickpot, and then I ended up getting a lot of the older I guess they had I don't even know what's in them, but they were volume 1, 2, and 3 of Zombie Tramp and some of the I guess some of the catch up. They're probably trades, I think, but
sometimes a lot of them are just backup older issues that are out there as well. That's why it's nice sometimes with the Kickstarter stuff, because a lot of times they will throw up some of that older stuff if there's some still available, and that's why I love, like I said, the Blame and Glam. There's been really, really great artists that he's brought on as well, and Richard Morgan's covers are also fantastic. They're all painted covers. So I like supporting artists that I like, and that's the one thing I do like about Kickstarter. It hurts my pocketbook after a while sometimes, but at least I know, okay, I'm supporting an artist I like.
The one I canceled was Monster Girls. What did I do with it? Damn it! Monster Girls Beach Party, 80s from the 80s.
Yeah, it's a kick in the ass when they do that, Nerdy. I really, really get angry when they launch Kickstarters and you don't realize it's going to be like an open order book because it's not on previews or anything like that. And then all of a sudden you fund it and wait and everything. And then you find out that, they're just going to sell it in the stores.
Yeah.
I could have waited on that.
Yeah, it's Monster Girls from the 80s. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I just like the cover. Cover A is Dave Gonzalez. Cover B is Yum. I mean, there's some good artists on here. But I don't know. I just backed out for some reason. Maybe I felt like I'd been spending too much.
Yeah. Kickstarters, they'll get you. And you just forget about them, too, because it's like you fund it. And then, I mean, most of the ones that I fund do fulfill. But you kind of forget about it. And then you just start seeing that little notification. Oh, charge from Kickstarter. Oh, charge from Kickstarter. Like,
the Dan Mendoza. I got an email today for those that supported the Dan Mendoza, you and I. We're going to get a sugar pop or whatever it was, air freshener. I saw that. So.
Yeah. I mean, I have so many tchotchkes and crap from Kickstarter. I mean, I kind of wish they wouldn't throw in so much crap and just give me another book or something. Because I got more pins and bookmarks and prints and all kinds of stuff. They just chuck in at trading cards. Mendoza's really good about the trading cards. You'll get a nice little stack of cards out of it. So that's always fun. So that's what we got for Tops and Tails this week. Jedi, I believe it's time for Dom's favorite segment.
It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia. It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia Comic. Oh, who? Sale of the Week.
I got out of order. We'll do the Vampirella after this.
Okay. So we had, I had thought about, more than thought about, I had the slide ready to kind of do another San Diego Comic-Con kind of, I guess, because I don't know, feeling a little lazy. But then, of course, the tragic news of Ozzy's death. And Joe recommended, hey, why don't we do a That's Not a Comic tribute of sorts, I guess, to Ozzy. A lot of these either sold, some of these actually sold before his death, but I guess maybe with Ozzy the writing was on the wall, which might have been why some of the sales kind of started going, at least ramping up before his actual death. I don't know. Some people say it's bad when a celebrity's death triggers a jump in sales or a jump in prices. It doesn't really bother me. It's capitalism. People are getting what they want. It's no big deal to me. But I understand. Some people think it's morbid, but that's okay.
Yeah, he was doing that final tour and final show as well, so there was a push there as well.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, one of the things I got to thinking about since before we get into some of the items, Ozzy's death might be, I don't know. It's definitely an icon. One of the questions I was going to ask you guys, having been around as long as I have, but probably way too young to understand, Ozzy's death, the impact or the I guess I'll say impact. I can't think of a better word of Ozzy's death compared to like Elvis or another rock icon. Comparable? Not comparable?
I mean, he's not like he was young. It's not like he didn't die in his prime.
How old was Elvis? 40s? 50s? He died?
He was 40 something.
40s. Maybe 50s.
Yeah. Just something I thought about,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it is for some people. I'm sure it is.
For those of us that grew up in the 80s, or at least our prime teenage years, I guess, were in the 80s. I mean, Ozzy was a big deal, even if he wasn't your favorite favorite artists, you knew Ozzy, you knew Black Sabbath. You saw them, of course. Ozzy was part of the MTV video era too. He had videos for Bark at the Moon and Crazy Train and all these other things. So,
and he carried over, because I mean, you had Sabbath and stuff like that, but that Sabbath stuff came out of kind of that Led Zeppelin era of stuff. It was a different era than the Ozzy stuff. So I mean, he kind of kept it going and bridged a lot of that. It was weird. I mean, when you grew up when we did, you kind of you picked a lane in terms of metal or whatever. There were the people that they loved their old shit. They loved their Zeppelin and stuff like that. There were those people. Then there were people that loved the glam rock of your Motley Crue and your Poison and that stuff. But Ozzy seemed to bridge that pretty well.
Yeah.
Ozzy kind of skirted the line between heavy metal and rock in some of his solo career. In my opinion, I don't think some of his solo stuff is as heavy as like when he was with Sabbath and that. So, if you want to compare him to Elvis, I mean, I guess you could. I mean, they both.
Well, I don't know if you compare them directly. It's probably apples and oranges, but I mean, they're both icons. And
yeah, I mean, for their genre of music, they were. You can kind of consider them part of the pinnacle of that genre.
Ozzy had some really good power ballads, but I mean, when he was like when he had Randy Rhoads in the band, Bark at the Moon, all those, he had some strong, we'll call them, I don't know, just pump, get you going type of rock and roll.
It was a hard looking. It was a hard looking 42 for Elvis.
Yeah. All right, so let's kind of going through a couple of slides here for Ozzy. We have an Inkworks Ozzy Osbourne card from 2002, signed by Ozzy, PSA DNA authenticated, sold for a best offer of $1,800 back in July. We have what probably is his rookie card, if you want to. If you sign a celebrity a rookie card, which I guess you could. Pro Set Superstars Ozzy Osbourne card from 1991, signed by Ozzy. Also PSA DNA authenticated. Best offer accepted the day before his death, actually, in about $1,000. And also today, this one that I put this is unique. There were, by the way, a lot of guitars, a lot of albums, a lot of signed stuff. Was trending up on eBay sales and stuff like that too. I didn't put them in here. They're not comics, granted, but I tried to kind of go away from the norm, I guess, with some of the selection, I thought. So it didn't really put signed albums and guitars and stuff, but there was a lot of those being sold too on eBay. Garbage Pail Kid Scuzzy Ozzy card from 2004, signed by Ozzy. Also authenticated by PSA, sold for $2,000 with a best offer. Again, 22nd, the day before his death.
I find it crazy that Garbage Pail Kid went for more than the two actual Ozzy Osbourne cards with his signature.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Next slide. Oh, I guess. No,
I got you.
Okay, we'll do some Funkos. The Pop albums. He had one of those Funko albums, yep. For Diary of a Madman. It was number 12. There were several of these came out. A lot of the heavy metal bands had these, along with other bands. But this one is signed by Ozzy, JSA authenticated. Sold for about $810 on a best offer on the 22nd. And just a regular Funko Pop. From number 404, also signed by Ozzy, also JSA authenticated, sold for about $550 the day before he passed. And interesting, we'll throw another one of these little interesting things in here. Iron Man, if you don't know why this is relevant to Ozzy, then, I don't know what to say for you. I think we all know why
grass.
someone had Ozzy sign an Iron Man pop, but Iron Man 1421
Everyone
signed
does.
and inscribed by Ozzy. I am Iron Man. JSA authenticated. Pretty cool, actually. Sold for about $1,000, a little less, penny less, back on the 22nd of July.
He's still out there signing shit, man. I give it up to him.
It's funny you say that because I thought the same thing. There's no shortage of Ozzy autographs out there. I mean, he might have been like the Stan Lee of the music scene when it comes. He was signing a lot. I just hope we don't find out later that somebody else was signing for him. But
yeah. So good stuff, though. Good. Let's pop the next one.
Roll into some posters. Actually, Pete mentioned patient number 9 comic book in his in the Hot 10 this week. This is a patient number 9 poster signed by Ozzy and Todd McFarlane in the 2022 San Diego Comic-Con. This is numbered to 1,000. Sold for $1,200 on a best offer back on the 22nd. And they pretty cool. This is a lot of signatures on this one. A lot of known artists signed this one, but Ozzy probably headlining those signatures. Moscow Music Peace Festival poster signed by Ozzy, John Bon Jovi, Skid Row, and the Scorpions. This has been authenticated.
Sebastian Bach's signature on that? Is it?
Sold for about $360. Not bad considering the signatures on here. I thought that's not a bad price. This was July 21st. And for his final concert, there are a lot of signed. I'm sorry, no, there are a lot of. They're not all signed actually. I don't know if any of them. Probably some of them were, but this one is numbered to 30. There was another. Back to the beginning poster that was numbered to 1,000. There are a lot of those sales on eBay right now too. I picked this one because it's a little more rare, numbered to 30, an AP or artist print, I guess. Sold for $850 on a best offer, not signed. This is a not signed poster. Pretty cool looking poster though.
That's a cool poster.
Yeah. And finally, this is the oddball side. I saved these. This is kind of the oddball slide of weird stuff. So, Liquid Death with Ozzy Osbourne DNA and signature. I don't know if Ozzy had some sort of promotional deal or something, endorsement deal with Liquid Death. These are empty cans, assumedly, that Ozzy drank from. That's why it has his DNA in it.
What a great gig when you're that famous that people will buy your trash.
Yeah. So there were 10 cans that Ozzy I guess drank from, and gave him a little crush, or somebody did. These are 4 of the 10 cans that were listed and sold on eBay in no particular order because I can't remember which price goes with which. I gotta wait. Actually, take those down because I can't read. You got a best offer of $4,600 for one, a best offer of a little over $4,400 for another, 37 bids for a little over $3,000 for one, and another 52 bids for a little over $3,000 for another one. These sales were from June 22nd to July 14th. So a good 10 days or so before he passed. But again, I don't know.
So somewhere in some deep dark lab, somebody's trying to clone Ozzy.
I don't know if we're going to find any any odds. It's not a bad idea. Not a bad marketing idea. I mean, if what's her name can make bathwater soap, then Ozzy can we can get a little Ozzy spittle in her.
All I know is that new movie that she's going to be in also has Ana de Armas and Vanessa Kirby in it. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then lastly, this is pretty cool. I thought again a little bit of an oddball. Somebody. I don't know how they got this, whether they got it at an airport. It might have been a flight attendant, somebody that worked for the airline got this. But this is a 2006 boarding pass. It is Ozzy's. I don't know if you can read it, however big screen you're reading on. This is John M. Osbourne, which is Ozzy Osbourne's name. This is his boarding pass that he signed for somebody. Have a good day or whatever, or best something.
Best wishes.
Ozzy. Best wishes, Ozzy. This has been authenticated by PSA. Sold for just $450. This is, to me, aside from
That's
the liquid
cool.
death,
Yeah.
this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. This
It's not your boarding pass that he signed because you just had it and you happened to see him on a plane. This is his boarding pass.
This is his boarding pass. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. This is back in July. So to me, of all the things, this is probably my favorite one, the boarding pass, because it's kind of unique and oddball.
Yeah.
And that's it for That's Not a Comic this week, the Ozzy tribute. And
that's good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we decided to move on to the new Vampirella title right now. So Armageddon dropped this week. You saw a lot of the covers that Jedi had, but also there was the Matina. There was the Monster.
I like the Matina.
Cover.
I like the Matina. Cool, it's the A cover, and there's also probably, I'm sure, a Virgin.
Four variants of it,
foil or something, but it's a good cover. I like it.
Yeah. The lyrics is good. Like I said, the Spears Monsters crossover. Linsner is always great.
The only one I don't want, by the way, is
the Linsner.
No, the Spears. It doesn't have Vampy on it. It doesn't have Vampy on it. So,
yeah.
I mean, I went nothing against Spears. I went the other way, and there is the Monsters number.
You got the Monsters with the Vampy on it.
It has Vampy. I bought that. I ordered that one. So no hate, but I'm just saying this doesn't have Vampy on it. So I don't want it.
Don't blame you.
And we have the 616.
Yeah, the Poulat, the Velasquez,
and the
Zerdy. Yeah. So it's it is an interesting series. How'd you feel about it?
So if I may, so we're not going to do. I asked Joe. I was like, "Hey, are we doing what we read this week?" And Joe said, "No, we'll pick that up again next week." I was like, "Well, this is what I read this week." And Joe, we talked about it on Tuesday. I have a little bit of a sickness. I need to know. I feel like I need some continuity. So I went back and because this is a continuation. Vampy Armageddon is a continuation of Vampirella Strikes from 2022, which Vampirella Strikes is a continuation of Vengeance of Vampirella from 2019 through 2022. So what did Jedi do? I went back and read the past 5 days. I went back and read, because I never read them before, Vengeance of Vampirella and Vampirella Strikes. I took Joe's advice, and because I was running slow, and I asked ChatGPT to help me out a little bit. So ChatGPT helped me out, and that allowed me to kind of read a little faster, skim a little faster through these. Okay, so that's what I read this week. I don't really know what to think about this, other than this is a continuation of Vampirella. We don't really know where this is going, right?
Did the backstory, did reading all that other stuff and summarizing it, did it help you going into this? Because I didn't go back and reread.
I mean, yeah, because so really fast. So the Vengeance of Vampirella from 2019 begins with the resurrection of Vampirella. Vampirella had been killed back in the 1990, I think, Vampirella Strikes or Vengeance of Vampirella. She had been killed. So she's been dead for 25 years. She was killed by this entity called Nyx, NYX, who is fine as all. She's a bad girl, and she has some pretty bad scenes, in Vampirella. She gets down. But kind of enemy. So she's been ruling in Vampirella's absence while Vampirella's been dead. Vampirella is revived through some magical stuff for the sole purpose of killing Nyx, because Nyx is basically allowing the demons she's brought all these demons up from hell, and they are running around Earth, or this city that I can't remember the name of, this made up city. And basically humans are running scared because they're getting the shit kicked out of them. So in comes Vampirella, kills Nyx, and then Vampirella basically, who's a badass, tells all the demons, hey, you guys need to coexist with the humans or you're going to have me to deal with. So Vampirella Strikes is kind of Vampirella enforcing that treaty, if you will, between the demons on Earth and the humans on Earth. It's the humans kind of get their foothold again and get their lives going. And there's some other stuff going on, but I won't go too far into that. At the end of that, I can't really remember how it ends. But anyway, that rolls into Vampirella Armageddon with, there's always these cults or these forces that are trying to take down Vampirella. No matter what Vampirella arc you're reading, they're trying to take down Vampirella. So that's what we're going to get in Vampirella Armageddon as well. We're going to get this cult or this council of chaos or whatever the hell it's called, scheming and, planning to take down Vampirella, because take down Vampirella, the demons will again rule the earth, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So not too serious reading, not something you got.
No, a lot of action.
You have to read.
It's one of those books that starts off what happens towards the end of the book, so you get a little touch of that, and then you go back in time a little bit and get everything that leads up to that. The wolf guy, I don't know his name. He's a badass.
Yeah. He shows up at the I want to say he shows up in Vampirella Strikes.
He was snapping necks and crashing checks, man. He was fucking shit up.
Yeah, he shows up in. I can't remember exactly how they met in Vampirella Strikes because everything was kind of a blur by then. I was just trying to get through it. But he's part of her posse.
You basically have this big battle. Guy pops out and shoots her with something, and she basically wakes up and she's in hell.
She's in hell, yeah.
So
she's getting torn apart by a sandstorm in hell. That's where we are. That's where the story begins, and then you get a little bit of a flashback of how she got there, and then that's how issue 1 ends as well. So,
nice. Get a little Vampirella history there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will say, just because I was curiosity, I'm a curious sort. I went back and just asked. I can't remember if I asked ChatGPT or if I just did the Google search. But is there any connection between Vampirella, Avenge Vampirella, Vampirella Strikes, and now Vampirella Armageddon, and the ongoing Vampirella series, which just kind of got restarted with issue 1, which was a continuation of 670, whatever. The short answer is no. There's no real connection between those two, other than there'll be similar terms, like the city that I just can't think of the name of, exists in both. So it's kind of the same kind of universe, but maybe
they're not worried about continuity. Yeah,
not worried about continuity between the two at all. No.
Yes. So we open Dynamite books so you don't have to.
I will say, I know I'm going to sound a bit like a perv when I say this. That Nyx she was bad. She was a bad girl. She had to go. But dang, she was like, she did some getting down in those comics. I was like, damn.
I know people always make fun of Dynamite books and stuff like that, but the Vampirella stuff, and I love the Red Sonja stuff. They're not bad reads. They're easy reads.
If they ever did a Vampirella live action, modern day Vampirella live action, and if they based it, especially if they based it on this one, I can't remember the writer's name. He's the same guy that wrote it back in the 90s and then continued with the 2019 on up to Vampirella Armageddon. If they ever did a live action, it's going to be a gory, gruesome, bloody series, or else they're not doing it right.
Well, I mean, we're getting Red Sonja. Maybe we will get a Vampirella movie.
Yeah, it's Red Sonja too. From the little bit I've read, I haven't read a lot of Red Sonja. Pretty violent, pretty bloody, not shy on the gore. Same way with Vampirella. If it's not a gore, if the live action, if they ever do one, is not rated R, then I don't think they're doing it right.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of people panning the trailer a bit for Red Sonja, but I do like Matilda Lutz a lot. She's put together. Let me just say that she's definitely put together. So we'll see how it works out. Like I said, I would love to see them do a live action Vampirella. I would love a series. I think that would be fun to have a Vampirella series versus a live action.
I mean, like we're saying, Vampirella is not. It's not a serious read. It's not a east of west or whatever the heck. It's not a one of those serious, Neil Gaiman type,
Yeah,
reads.
It's not Sandman.
You get some repetitive. Storylines is the thing. So.
But she's a fun character. Fun. Just in the same way I feel Sonja is a fun character. You could do a lot with it if you wanted to. You could go as serious as you want or as loose as you want.
Yeah, I mean, in the novels, which I didn't read the novel. I listened to one of the audiobooks. A lot of the monster characters are in there. Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein and his monster, Dracula. Of course, you got demons. You got, of course, you got Draculina. You got Madame Evilly or Cousin Evilly, whichever one it is. No shortage of characters because she can go into that monster universe. Yeah. And start pulling characters.
Like I said, she's just a fun character in and of herself. She's a bit of an asshole, which I kind of like. She's not a huge people person.
No.
So, all right. Well, that's Armageddon. I guess is Vampirella 4 dropping next week? The schedule with all that got all screwy, and it looks like I don't know. I think they're dropping 2 of them quickly.
I honestly don't know. I didn't even look to see if it drops. It should be. It seems like it officially. Number 3 officially came out close to a month ago, but then it didn't get delivered. I don't think to a lot of stores for like a week or 2 later. So I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it'll get back into something more predictable drop schedule. But
one of these days I'm going to slip a little Sonja book in here for a review.
I think we did Sonja one time when she
probably.
It was a couple months ago.
All right. Well. There's our Vampy review. It's about that time. We got it. It took a little break. It took a little break.
We're back, baby.
You are not having a massive stroke. It's just trivia with Styx. You did not suffer a debilitating head wound. It's just trivia with Styx.
It's not CTE or PTSD.
It's just trivia with Styx.
I'm nervous.
I'm glad you like the updates. Like I said, I like that we open Dynamite books because a lot of people don't even know. A lot of people don't open Dynamite books.
A lot of LCSs don't order about books.
A lot of people don't know they open up.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
All right.
So I brought back the good old Styx Boy trivia for this week as we are talking Darwyn Cooke. So I said, good. It's a good week to bring back the trivia. Not only for me, but for Jedi and everyone out there. I know y'all missed it. I've tried to get some new stuff out there, but you got to come back to the old well sometimes, and trivia it is. So you're gonna run
1 in 20 as well on issue 1. Yeah, I'll run it.
Okay.
The new Red Sonja Reborn series has Stuart Sager covers. I love Stuart Sager covers. Whenever he decides to
sorry, Tyson,
come out of the woodwork and have covers, they're always great. His Days of Thor stuff is fantastic.
Sorry, Tyson. All right. let's move on along here. It's this week, Darwyn Cooke trivia. Well,
I really hope you should have taken the body of Yan from Yan Cooke.
That is the body from Yan Cooke.
That is Yan. Oh,
yep.
Very good, very good. I'm proud.
That is the body from Yan Cooke.
You do.
I spare no expense. All right, so let's begin here. Question number 1. Which capital city, mentioned below, did Darwyn Cooke call home? Was it the great Albany, New York, Montpelier, the capital of Vermont, Lansing, Michigan, home of our good buddy Marco, or at least Michigan is, or was it Toronto, the great capital of Canada?
Just to clarify, the words "great" and Albany should never be used in the same sentence.
It's not a bad town.
All right. Well, I know, so I'm not going to answer this.
You already know. I am sure you already know the answer.
I don't have a clue. How am I supposed to know this? Am I supposed to? Every time we do a segment, a feature segment, and Styx has to do trivia, do I have to go to their wiki page and read their wiki page and study up on them?
Sorry, Grumpy. Toronto is just the capital of Ontario. You're right. I might apologize.
All right. I'm just going to play
Springfield. It's a hell of a town.
I don't know if me and BK are back on trust. I don't know if we're
talking terms. You guys back on?
You're not back in simpatico.
I don't know if we're back on that trust level like we used to be.
I will give you a hint. It is one of these.
I'm going to say Montpelier.
Montpelier, Vermont.
Yeah.
What do we got there?
All right.
Well, it's not New Jack City, Terry. I'll tell you that right now.
The answer is.
Damn it, I almost said Toronto.
The Toronto. Terry, as you know, we call it the 51st state. I consider it the 51st state because I love to go visit Ontario. It's one of my favorite places to visit. The great province. If you ever go, so
yes,
that's my endorsement for Ontario, Canada. All right, question number 2. Which of these comics was Dutch's first written story? Might be tricky. Was it the Showcase Talent Showcase number 19, Batman Ego, New Frontiers, the New Frontier series, or was it Batman Gotham Knights number 23?
Batman Ego, by the way, is being re-released. I believe it is on Lunar Previews. By the way.
Okay. Sorry, Mama Bear.
Shit. I don't even know why I'm deliberating. I have no idea.
What would be your best guess there, I guess?
Well, neither or BK got the last one right. So
I actually just watched New Frontier the other day.
I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to go.
I got to watch that. I think I own it.
All right. I'm going to go with Cosmic
Definitely
and
a trap.
New Frontier.
Okay.
Cosmic, if you are right, I will ride or die with you until you're wrong. But
There you go.
I will go with Cosmic New Frontier.
All right.
All right. And your answer is?
Damn it, Cosmic. That was a short ride.
So your answer is B. Now, this is kind of a Styx answer. I'm sure Joe will probably say that it is. In the late 90s, DC Comics director Mark Chiarello discovered Cooke's old proposals years later after he had done it for Batman's story, which became Batman Ego. So technically, he had written this in the 90s, his first written story. Now, I didn't say which was his first published story, which would have been, I think, New Frontier.
Yeah, don't feel pressured, Cosmic. I'm moving on.
I I fully endorse my Styx on that question. So.
Yes. First published, New Talent Showcase 19.
Well, that's his first. That was his first published art.
Yes.
Not written.
Not story.
Which of these did he not work on?
So, which of these animated shows had Darwin not worked on? Batman Robin Adventures, Superman Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, or Batman Beyond? In some fashion, which he could have been something.
Yeah, I hear you. Me either.
And it's very tough because it's super easy. It's super easy to mix up some of Cooke's stuff and like Bruce Timm, especially when it comes to the animated stuff, because it is a very similar style.
Everybody's saying D.
It kind of is, isn't it?
I was going to ride with Ed this time anyway. So, yeah, we'll say D.
D?
Yeah.
All righty.
A lot of D's out there. Well, let's see what the answer is.
Damn it, Ed. God.
And the answer is C, Justice League Unlimited. Everything else he either storyboarded or had some kind of did some writing for an episode, or he did not work with Justice League Unlimited.
Because he did a handful of the covers of Batman Beyond.
Yeah. All right.
All right, 50-50.
Question 4. Cooke left comics at first because he wasn't earning enough money. Is that true or false? Sorry, Ed.
I'm waiting. Nobody trusts Styx.
No.
I was going to say true also. BK says true. Mama Bear says true. Cosmic says true. All right. The Ride or Die Posse says true. So we're gonna say true.
All right. What do we got?
Finally.
It is indeed true. Yeah. Economic pressure made Cooke leave because he was only being paid $35 a week because he was only doing a page a week. So you can't feed the kids and feed the family on $35 a week.
No, definitely not.
So understandable.
Oh shit! I thought that was it.
All right.
This is one of Styx's over-unders, which is always always tough.
Oh yeah, over under. How many total Eisner Awards did Darwin Cooke receive? Was it over 30, under 25, over 15, or under 10?
I always love these because you have to start doing all the math between all the answers to figure out where
if you know the actual answer,
where the boundaries lie.
Yep.
Because if the answer is 31, then both A and C are correct.
Yes.
If the answer is 16, then both B and C are correct.
Catch me outside.
Not
How
really a
about
trick
that?
question. There's a definite answer.
I'm fucking dying here! I'm fucking dying!
I am going to say C, over 15. What are these? Bear, you're being too. Mama's Bear said. I thought she said 8 for a minute. My eyes suck.
Mama said B.
B. He's nuts. Nuts.
Not these nuts.
D.
You're better off just putting a number in for an answer.
What did I say? I forgot what I said. B. I said B.
You said B? You're going with Mama?
Yeah, me and Mama are saying B.
That's the safe answer, Terry.
Yeah. All right. And your answer is B. Under 25, he earned 13 Eisner Awards.
Which is a pretty solid career.
That's a good career. Yep. He had a lot of various titles that he got
I
an
got
Eisner
2 out
Award
of
for.
3.
So that's good.
That's a good week for me.
That's not bad. That's, what's that? 15%?
Yeah, that's not
So
bad.
wait a minute. Go back 2 slides with 13, and would anything else had worked with 13? Under 25, that would have worked. So B.
Yes.
Oh no, B was
B?
the answer. No,
B was the
C
answer.
wouldn't have worked. Okay, all right. So Styx
Yeah.
actually, there's only one answer. So good job, Styx.
Making us
Nailed
work
it.
hard on a Friday.
There you go. And that's it. Return to trivia for the week. Thanks, guys, for playing. I hope you enjoyed it.
Alrighty. So I figured I'd spotlight some Darwin stuff, run through a handful of covers of Darwin Cooke's work. Some you may have seen, some you may not have seen. Cooke, he would do, he would have series of runs and titles where he would do all the covers and stuff like that. But there are a lot of little one-offs here and there as well. I'm a huge fan of Cooke in the same way I'm a huge fan of Bruce Timm. It's kind of a similar style. I enjoy it. There's always kind of a happiness to his art that I always enjoy. He has a lot of books out there that are definitely diggable, that are definitely, you can, like I said, when I went through my dollar bin, I pulled out 4 Darwin Cooke books out of there from that Rocketeer series. So you can find cheap Darwin Cooke stuff out there. You can find very expensive Darwin Cooke stuff out there, but he's definitely an accessible artist. He's not out of the range. Like Stevens stuff anymore, like you're not really going to find a lot of Stevens stuff in dollar boxes out there. And find some of those gems in some cheap boxes. But you will find some really cool Darwin Cooke stuff out there. So, as we noted before, his first published art was in New Talent Showcase 19. That's the first page there of his first published art for the Private Eye. This book goes for a little bit of money, only for the fact that it is his first published work in there. But again, it's another book that sometimes you just find. You find it in a wild cheap sometimes. Mm-hmm. Gets buried in that New Talent Showcase run somewhere, and somebody just wasn't paying attention and throws it in there. The Batman Beyond there with the demon is his first cover. He did 2 volumes of Batman Beyond where he had some covers in there. Also did some Gotham Adventures. And a lot of the older Batman Beyond stuff, tends to go for a little bit of money. Nothing crazy, but, he commands a little bit of money out there. Again, a lot of these books are fun to try to find out in the wild, because sometimes people just mash them in with these runs. And, they'll pay, oh, that's Darwin Cooke's first cover. I didn't realize that. Get it on the cheap. Great Catwoman run. All Darwin covers. New Frontier. Great animated series. Fantastic comic. I don't know. I really enjoy it. But then again, I like that kind of 1950s feel of stuff and storyline. But great series. You got all the characters that you love and a really great story. Fantastic Darwin Cooke art. Of course, they reformatted kind of a volume 1 and volume 2 as well. Again, with Darwin Cooke covers. He did Bad Girls, fun little series as well. Nice little series you can pick up on the cheap if you want some Darwin Cooke covers. Also, I find it in dollar boxes all the time. The Wolverine dupe Darwin Cooke covers, which I love. And I will pick them up every time I freaking see them. I've found that I don't know how many times for $1 in dollar boxes. The Marvel, the double shot. It's actually Joe Jusko did all of the Fantastic Four, and Darwin Cooke did the Ant-Man there up in the corner. So it's a fun little twofer there if you're a Juska fan and Cooke fan. He did Last Resort as well. These had RI covers, ratio covers that were Virgin variants of these covers. Oh, don't worry. I got some hex in there. Don't worry.
Was that a zombie? And I don't know. I thought that was a zombie tramp or something there for a second. Never mind. My brain slipped gears for a second.
Oh, sort of. It's sort of. His run on the Spirit is fantastic. Outside of Eisner doing the Spirit, I can't imagine anybody else but Darwin Cooke doing it.
Save it for Tuesday, Mama.
He carried the mantle quite well, and there's some fantastic Spirit covers in that run. There was a crossover with Spirit Rocketeer as well, Pulp Friction. One of his earlier covers was the Weird Western Tales cover there. There's the Witchblade animated cover, which is it's him, Denny, and J-Bone did the cover. There's that, what is the Chicago Comic-Con variant as well of that has kind of the gold background in it. Goes for a nice little bit of money. Batman Ego, you have this, and then you have the re-release with Batman on the cover. A nice little cover, Batman Night or Gotham Knights there. I love the Season of the Witch cover. It's one of my favorite Darwin Cooke covers. It's a fun one to find. I always hunt for it at cons to get extra copies of it when I find it, because it's a winner out there. The Red Menace, which I showed earlier that I picked up, that is a 1 in 10. It's kind of a little lesser known Cooke cover that floats around out there. DC ran that whole solo series with different artists. So there is a Darwin Cooke solo out there. You had a crossover with Spirit and Batman as well. You had some fun rando covers that just kind of popped up. Justice League Adventures. You had a cover there. There was a trade paperback for Catwoman, Selena's Big Score. Did the art on the cover there. You'll find a lot of omnibuses and stuff like that where he has art on. Did a nice little Gotham Adventures cover. That Madman cover is another one to always kind of hunt for as well. It's always for Cooke collectors. It's a sought after cover out there. He teamed up with Allred on the X-Force cover of 124, so it's Darwin and Allred together. Spider-Man's Tangled Web. He had a couple covers in there, and they're still fucking cheap out there. I bought a lot of, I think, 9 newsstand copies of Tangled Web 11 of this cover for, I don't know, it was like $2 each. They were pretty cheap, but I enjoy getting those when you can find them. Because like I said, his stuff is still accessible out there, which is nice. Yeah, the Season of the Witch, a lot of his books aren't pricey. Even the ones that are a little harder to find here and there, a lot of them are, you're probably going to pay like maybe $30, $35 in the wild, sometimes a little cheaper. But then he has a few pricey ones out there as well. But those nice like $30 to $50 books are nice. And I think that's a nice range for a collector. I did have a fun cover on American Splendor there. I will hunt out this series because I never even realized this existed out there. The James Patterson Murder of King Tut.
Yeah, I have the series.
Yeah, he did all the covers on that. Of course, as James Crowder will know, his Jonah Hex stuff is just top notch. All the Darwin Cooke covers with Jonah Hex stuff are absolutely fantastic. That whole run of Jonah Hex was fantastic. There's some really great, fun covers in there of some really, really, really good stuff. Of course, the All-Star Westerns as well. Got a couple covers there. And if you pop over to Marvel, he did a Rawhide Kid cover as well. So if you like the Western stuff, you can hunt out the Rawhide Kid cover. He did a Stephen Colbert's Tech Jansen cover. The Painkiller Jane is always a good one to find as well. It kind of sits in that kind of $20 to $40 range sometimes. Jersey Gods can be found cheap. It's a nice Cook cover. On a little more expensive side, the iZombie Ratio, the Darwin Cooke cover, is one that is just, it's a hard book to find. It took me many years to find that book in the price that I was looking for it in, and it doesn't come up very often. It's not a readily accessible book. Lorna, the Relic Wrangler, that was the A cover. The B cover was actually a Dean Yeagle cover, which is also really nice. Like I said, another good sought after cover. He did a nice Thunder Agents cover. He did this The Shade with DC. So he had one cover. The other cover was great. I think he did some of the interior work as well. Story. You had some Justice Society. You had this Rocketeer run. Again, the A covers on these just seem to be dirt cheap. Like I said, I found them in dollar bins. The RIs on these, the sketch covers, are a little harder to come by, a little more expensive. But if you're just looking for the A covers, you can find them very, very cheap. He did Phantom as well, which is nice. I love Phantom. I love all the really old superhero characters. He did the Before Watchmen series, so he did a bunch of covers on the Minutemen. You got to watch with some of these because there are the combo pack variants. So you have the color variation there in that, and also right below the title where it says Before Watchmen, you'll see it'll say combo pack. So there are variants of the same art with some slightly different coloring in there as well. The one on the far right, the Before Watchmen one, nice split cover. You got Darwin's work up top and Amanda Connor down below.
Okay.
And then within that series as well, again, you had a few more of the Minutemen covers, had a dollar bill cover, all good stuff. And again, I find these in dollar bins all the time as well. Then there was the ridiculous number of these landscape covers that he did for DC. All of them are fantastic. I love all of them. They are, again, really fun to hunt for. It's fun to put together the full set.
Like that Easter Island one.
Yeah, and there were some fun ones. I like the He-Man. It's just, they let him run wild with these covers, which is great. The Dark Justice League, the Justice League Dark one is, I like that one because the title's a little bit small, so sometimes you'll be able to find that in a bin somewhere where somebody just kind of put it in by accident because they weren't paying attention. But yeah, Flash, Catwoman, Green Lantern Corps, Grayson, the Batman, Superman, the Detective. Again, they were all really, really good. Teen Titans was fun. The Aquaman was nice. The Batgirl was fantastic. All of them were great. Again, it's a really, really fun set to put together. The Superman Wonder Woman is still one of my favorites of his covers, and the Supergirl's just awesome. Which probably will get a little bump now since Crypto's on the cover and Supergirl's coming. He had a little series where he did a couple covers for Wool. Had a nice Flash Gordon cover. There's black and white of that as well. In terms of Big Boy. What?
Hold up. There's a Wool comic book series.
Yeah.
That's that show we watch on Apple TV.
Silo?
That's Silo.
Oh, really?
That's the original name for Silo. Wool, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I didn't know that. Now I got to go find these. Okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
You pick up
Appreciate
a couple cool Darwin covers there too. The Flash Gordon is cool. There's I believe black and white version of that as well. The Invincible Returns is a big boy book. That one will always cost a good bit of scratch. That is one of the harder cookbooks to score. Fatale, it's just it's Brubaker and Phillips *1, and you're getting a Darwin Cooke cover. It's the best of both worlds right there.
I was like, what's going on in that last one? I read it in Prince Valiant. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Prince Valiant. I love it. It's Prince Valiant, man. He did a good run of stuff with GI Zombie as well. So you got Weird War Tales, and then Star Spangled War Stories. You get a nice bunch of fun GI Zombie covers. The one on the far right is my favorite. That's just a great cover. I did Justice League Gods and Monsters. There was a series he had where he had all the covers on Twilight Children. You have your obligatory Looney Tunes crossover with DC cover with Catwoman. He did one of the variants on Dark Knight 3 Master Race. One of my favorite things that he's done is the Parker series. It's very good. It's more up my alley. I like kind of the crime noir style stories. So he did the Outfit, the Hunter of the Score, reprinted through as well. The Man with the Getaway Face. Like I said, they're all fantastic. I will warn you though, if you do get some of these, they're the most awkward sized. I'm going to hold a comic book up just for comparison. They are the most awkward size to store because it's taller than a magazine. So just warning in advance. Another little fun gem is the variant on A Girl in the Atomics. It's another one that I've been hunting for years, and I just have not been able to land. I've been outbid 6 to 7 times on this book on eBay, I think. One of these days, I'm just going to make a ridiculous bid just so it hits. But I just keep trying to get it a little cheaper than people are willing to part with it for. Also, the Starfire is one of his more iconic covers. Thanks to JJ there. I finally got that from JJ, that cover. And again, when Batman Beyond relaunched, did the cover on there, did a couple for Batwing. Again, there's the Batman Ego and Other Tales if you want the other cover. And again, this, I believe it's still on Lunar's previews for purchase. They're re-releasing it as well. You got some Justice Society. You had a fun Flash cover, which is nice with Reverse Flash on it. You had the Harley's Little Black Book Green Lantern cover. And again, there's that one, a black and white, and a sketch version of that one with Green Lantern and Harley. And then finally, a lot of the omnibuses that are out there for DC have some great Darwin Cooke art there on the cover. So whether it's Supergirl, Adam Strange, Superman, Wonder Woman, the Superman stuff, the Batman stuff, they're all good. If you like kind of that Golden Age art, it's nice. And then, of course, you can get your DC Comics Essentials and art of Darwin Cooke as well. So you can pick up some of those trades and hardcovers that sit out there as well with a lot of his stuff. So that's a nice little run through of Darwin Cooke. Just like I said, he's a fun artist to collect. He definitely has books out there that are pricey, but it's not that many. And there's a lot of his stuff that's really accessible out there. If he ever hits that kind of cult phenomenon like Bruce Timm does, because I mean, Bruce Timm stuff is starting to become out of reach in a lot of his stuff, or at least it's bumped up significantly in the same way Steven's stuff did. So
I still think I might that iZombie. We talked about. I think you had that on one of your other. I can't remember why it was on one of your other slides.
Oh, it was in one of my. It was in one of my. Whether it was my books I want to get for 2025 or 2024.
Yeah, I still think I might have that book. I never think to look when I'm in the garage. I still think I might have that.
It's a good book.
I'd have to dig for it in my own garage. I have no idea where it would be, but it just looks familiar.
It's a solid $75 to $100 book.
No, I probably don't have it there.
probably behind all your Star Wars stuff now.
Yeah. Get rid of that shit.
All right. Jedi, I'm going to take this down and look, see, I took care of you. I took care of you this week.
Coming soon, Collectibles! Dom might have helped a tiny bit.
Here we go.
A tiny bit. Actually, this week he didn't help at all. Yeah, it's a little joke there because Dom always says he's going to help me with these, and he rarely does.
Dom loves suggestions. Hey, we should do a segment that does this. Like, okay.
And that's the last. That's all we hear. That's it.
Yeah, that's all we hear.
He goes quiet after that.
Then he goes.
All right. Coming soon, Collectibles. So I don't think any of these. Some of these might, but I don't think, for the most part, none of these are going to be available at San Diego Comic-Con. We're still kind of in that San Diego Comic-Con time period.
What's it mean?
So I think a lot of these were, again, not directly available at a booth at San Diego Comic-Con, but the timing of the drop and the pre-orders was probably designed to occur this at about this time during San Diego Comic-Con. All right. Let me get my cursor in the right place so we can go through this. All righty. We have Hot Toys, the Joker, the bank robbery version with all of the faces and stuff. Pretty good. We always kind of key in on the how the face looks on these Hot Toys. I think they did a good job. It also comes with the clown mask if you want to, one of those people that want to like really. I don't know if the clown actually fits or if that's just something he's supposed to hold in his hand. But anyway, I think they did a pretty good job with the Heath Ledger resemblance there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good sculpt.
Yeah. We have Big Chap. I don't know what that means, but it's Alien 1/6. Is that like one of the big aliens? I don't know. Big Chap collectible figure.
Big Chappy.
Big Chap. I don't know, but it's like one of the big aliens, I guess. Maybe it's the mama alien. I have no idea, but so that's available also from Hot Toys, from SH Fig Arts. We have Super Mario figures, Return of Super Mario Brothers figures. Back to Hot Toys, we have Iron Man the Mark III with all the accessories to customize your Iron Man the way you want it, and we have the stand, the assembly apparatus, and we have Superior Iron Man. So that does not look like Robert Downey Jr., so I'm assuming it's somebody else.
That's Tony Stark.
Is that Tony? That's Tony Stark. Okay.
Yeah. With his great boy band hair.
Yeah. So those are available or will be available in the coming months for pre-order, at least from Hot Toys. All right, Joe's favorites.
I love these. I think they're so awesome.
NECA Ben Cooper costume kids. These are the action figures. of the costumes. These are.
Look at that! They got a Terrifier there. You gonna get the Terrifier?
Yeah, Terrifier. Yeah, I know. Man, there's so much Terrifier stuff. If I haven't started, but I'm trying not to go down that hole of collecting.
I might have to get that Leatherface. That Leatherface is pretty good.
You get Leatherface, Terrifier, Michael Myers, It, and Jigsaw.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Really
These are
like
cool.
Leatherface.
These are cool.
That Leatherface one's fantastic. If a kid came to my door trick or treating wearing a Leatherface Ben Cooper costume, I would just just take the whole bowl of candy.
Take my TV.
You deserve
take
it. You deserve it.
Yeah. I got Universe also from you guys correct me every week, and every week I forget how to say it. NECA. NECA Dark Universe, Universal.
Just like the wafers.
Figures. NECA. These are pretty cool. Again, if I didn't collect everything else, I would probably collect Predator, because I am a Predator fan. I love the movies. I love everything. Predator. We have the action figure from Predator 2.
What? No, we don't get a Danny Glover.
We get a Danny Glover,
and
I love Predator 2. Predator 2 is doesn't get enough love. I think I love that movie. And then
Maria Chiquita Alonso.
And don't forget crazy guys in there too. Sausage.
Busey, Gary Busey.
Yeah, butter sausage guy. And then we get Predator, Jungle Predator from 4, I guess.
I want a Morton Downey Jr. figure. That's just me.
I love Morton Downey Jr.
With chain smoke action,
Yeah.
These are cool. All right, we have Jason from Mezco, the I guess squeezy 15-inch squeezy huggy Jason, I guess.
Oh, what?
Who I guess makes a sound. It says Jason Voorhees. He looks like he's squeezable. Like he's I don't know if he's hard. He looks like he's you could squeeze him.
It looks like the mask should come off. I feel cheated that they don't give us a picture of the mask off. It just doesn't come off.
I want to know what sound it makes. It says with sound. Is it?
Mommy, why'd you let me drown?
I don't know what other sound it can make unless it's like the sound of a machete. I don't know.
I still think it's confusing. He drowned as a child, but he's a full-grown adult. It's just very odd.
There's a time lapse there, and they're like a time. Anyway, okay. All right, we have Peacemaker by McFarlane. Peacemaker season 2 figure with Eagly.
It's nice, Eagly. The face sculpt's a little weird on the Peacemaker, but then again, Cena's face is a little weird to begin with.
We have, I don't know much about the Dark Stars action figure from McFarlane Toys.
Really?
I figured one of you guys would know more about these than I did. And you have Dark Archer, Green Arrow, 7-inch from McFarlane.
All right.
Page Punchers. These are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Usually pretty affordable. Superman Kingdom Come 7-inch figure with comic.
Page Punchers are awesome. It was a fantastic idea.
Yeah. I like the new packaging that they have too. So
yeah.
I never liked those little 2.5-inch figures that they gave you.
And then you have Batman Hush gold label 7-inch with lithograph. Also DC McFarlane. Okay, it's pretty cool. RoboCop
like
2. Yeah, well, you're gonna love what's next because it's pretty freaking cool. You have RoboCop from RoboCop 2, which is cool enough. Mask comes off, etc., etc.
That is nice.
If you don't love that, I don't know what's wrong with you. But now we also have RoboCane.
Oh wow, nice.
What is this?
Yeah.
Ooh, it even has a screen. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's got the screen with his face in it.
That's nice.
That's who he fought in RoboCop 2. It's the drug addicted RoboCop.
It's been so long since I've seen it. I don't remember that. Okay.
Yeah. You know what?
Didn't Frank Miller? I thought Frank Miller wrote the screenplay for RoboCop.
Did he?
Too. Yeah.
The only thing when I saw this and I was putting the slides together, I started thinking about RoboCop 2, which not the greatest movie, not as good as number 1, obviously. And then I got to thinking about the story where you had the little boy, right? The little boy, as soon as Kane basically died and they took his brain or whatever to make RoboCop. Spoiler, it's only been 30 years. And then the little boy takes over the drug running ring.
Yeah.
And he's got the girlfriend. The girlfriend like comes with the job of being the boss. He's got the girlfriend who's probably like at least we'll say in her 20s. And you're just like, okay, could you even do that nowadays? You have like a little boy who was obviously, in my opinion, there was a physical relationship there between those two. It didn't say it, but you kind of.
I was so mad when they rebooted RoboCop, and I was like, oh, this sucks, because the original run was so good, so damn good.
Kane's girlfriend stayed with the little boy, right, Nerdy? I'm reading Nerdy's comment. Stayed with him. Kane's girlfriend didn't stay with him. He went with the little girl. He came with the job of being head of the drug ring. She came with the job, I think, unless I'm not
only in Marco's Home of Detroit.
All right, I thought this was pretty cool. It's pretty cool because it's something that RoboCop was not a super. It had high expectations and underperformed. It was definitely better than RoboCop 3. Definitely. But I thought, wow, they actually did a RoboCane. That's pretty cool. All right, Beetlejuice Ultimate Matador. All right. And then actually the better figure I like.
Oh, I do like the Ultimate Bob. That's nice.
I like the Ultimate Bob better myself too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, we have more Jaws. More Jaws.
50th anniversary, man. They're going to crank
it
out.
Love Jaws. Yeah. Jaws 50th anniversary poster display. I guess it's like a 3D poster display. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how big it is, but it looks like the size of a Funko, I guess, kind of in a way. I don't know how.
Probably.
Yeah. All right, we have Mafex, Punisher, Venom, and Ice.
Yeah,
I should have cropped out the word photos, but yeah, figures.
Punisher's awful.
Yeah, these look pretty cheap.
All
right, I don't know if this is one of those. I don't know if this is what do you call those things where you got to fund it? You got to fund it up.
A HasLab or something?
HasLab. This isn't HasLab though. Is it HasLab?
No.
Is HasLab DC? No.
That's Hasbro.
McFarlane, right?
Yeah, it's McFarlane. So I guess I don't know if this is one of those fund up things, but it did have different levels of the Batmobile. Level 1 is Batman versus Superman. Level 2 is Justice League Batmobile. Level 3 is you got the Justice League Batmobile and the Bat Signal. Level 4, maybe these are different levels you can order. I have no idea. Level 4, you get the parts to make a Justice League Batmobile. You get the Batman and Bat Signal, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And then level 5, you get all of that plus an autographed Todd McFarlane metal Justice League poster.
Did he take time to sign it so it doesn't look like Tord or 2 McFarlane?
No idea. It looks like his signature in yellow.
I've seen some that say it looks like Toad.
Yeah.
Toad McFarlane.
All right, moving on. Chicken Jockey. Okay.
Chicken Jockey.
You know, I finally watched this movie, and I know it's not my generation.
Fun.
I did not know what the big fuss was about this movie, but again,
kids love their Minecraft, man.
It wasn't made for me, so I get it.
The kids love their Minecraft.
I found it fun.
It was okay.
I thought it was a fun movie.
I think I just expected more because of all the hype about it, and then I watched it and I was like,
oh, okay, well.
But yeah, not for me, not made for me. I get it. I accept that. Berserker 1 in 10 by Best.
I can't believe Berserker's still a thing.
right?
Wasn't it optioned? Is there going to be a series for this?
Reeves was supposed to be working on it.
He's doing a play or something now. I don't know.
I have all the.
There's a Berserker
hardback
play on Broadway.
No, not a Berserker play, but he's doing a play somewhere.
Oh, he's doing a play. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Threw me for a minute. So got Berserker. If you're a Berserker fan, read the comics. I think I read the first issue and then I stopped. I don't know, because to me it reminded me a lot. To me, it was a little bit of a ripoff of Lazarus, a little bit the Image comic Lazarus, but
that mixed in with a little bit of John Wick. We mixed in with a little.
I didn't keep reading it.
Guard. We mixed in with
it probably separated itself from Lazarus as it went along, but the first episode the first issue, I was like, this is kind of like Lazarus.
Does that scale look weird to you? The way they do I hate bad scaling when they you could just tell me 8.29 inches 1/10 scale, but you're putting it behind a person that doesn't seem to be correct. I like the one that does the apples. Which toy company? There's one toy company that does the apples.
I
like that.
Is that a Berserker in your pocket, or are you happy to see
that? Are you full Berserker, or just have a half Berserker?
A little limp Berserker.
I agree. Eternal Warrior. That's kind of
my blue Berserker peel.
That's good RP.
All right, and another page puncher. This is a 4-figure page puncher.
Oh.
Which this one has the smaller figures that Styx, I guess, doesn't like. But
I don't like the small figure. This looks all right though, because a pack. But
either way, that spine's gonna have a lot of nice creases in it by the time you buy it.
Oh my god, those horrible package.
All right, let me keep going because my earbuds just told me my battery's low. So let's see if we can push through these. Apocalypse. These will be quick. I think we're almost at the end here anyway. Fallout, a post-apocalypse. Fallout. I'm just reading. So you got Fallout figures and season 2. Continuing with the season 2 trend, we have Wednesday season 2 Funkos.
That comes out soon.
Yeah. Nice.
And that is it for this week.
Nice. Awesome. Well, we have come to the end of the show. Perfectly timed with the charging of Jedi's earbuds.
Well, I actually had something I wanted to talk about, so I'll keep talking until. I didn't know if you were going to do your what you're watching on
Tubi.
On Tubi this week or not, but doesn't look like it.
No, I haven't. So, I haven't watched much on Tubi this week.
Last night I watched 2 episodes of Sandman. I'm on season 3 right now, but that's not what I want to talk about. After 2 episodes, I was ready for something else. So I was just looking through, and Prime recommended I watch the Chris Claiborne documentary about X-Men, his work on X-Men.
Oh, Claremont? The Claremont one?
Claremont.
Oh. I thought you said Chris Claiborne.
Yeah, Chris Claremont. And the work he did. I mean, it was pretty interesting documentary. I'm not going to go into the documentary. Watch it. It was pretty interesting. Talked about how he took over. It was the third ranked title. Nobody really cared about it, and then he took it and built it up to be the number 1 title, et cetera, et cetera. And he was ultimately, at least in his view, betrayed when Jim Lee and what's his name, Rob Liefeld came on board and had wanted to take X-Men in a different direction. But anyway, what got me thinking was, remember several months, probably, I don't know if it's last year or earlier this year, I think it was last year, when I had the opportunity to meet Mr. Englehart. I had to look up there because I had the opportunity to meet Mr. Englehart at one of the cons here, and I was so looking forward to meeting him because of obviously what happened on SNS and all this other stuff. But I'm almost positive, Jedi's memory sucks. Everybody knows that watches this show, but I'm almost positive that sitting right next to Englehart at the con was Chris Claremont. And I didn't have a clue who
He's
the guy
been on
was.
the circuit. Yeah.
I had
Well, we
no
get
idea
that. With a lot of writers, you get that. It's just,
Yeah, the only reason I knew who Englehart was because of what happened on SNS. And I actually think Englehart tried to get me to have a little conversation with Claremont and to maybe get something signed by him, but I didn't know who he was. So I just kind of, I was like, hey, how you doing? He's like, hey, this is Chris Claremont. He's like, did a lot of work on X-Men. I was like, yeah, good. Hey, thanks. I mean, I didn't read a lot of X-Men growing up either. So, I almost felt bad after watching the documentary. I was like, oh man, I just kind of brushed that guy off. And he's a big time freaking comic. He's like a godfather of comics in a way, right? At Marvel. And he was there from early on. And anyway, I felt kind of bad because I felt like I just kind of like, I ain't here to see you. I want to see Englehart. That's the guy I came to see.
Englehart, by the way, did write New Guardians 2, which was on the OLI tonight.
Yeah. So anyway, I just throw that in. As a little
Jedi is just there to see the gimp.
Just there to see the guy.
Like I said, sometimes
he's a nice guy too. He's super nice.
Oh,
guy.
Sure, yeah.
It's a little easier nowadays to recognize people because with Instagram feeds and stuff like that, a lot of the younger artists and writers, stuff like that, they're posting stuff all that. So you kind of see, what Tinian looks like and stuff like that because their pictures everywhere. But I mean, back in the day, it's like, unless he was at a con and you met him, it's like you wouldn't be able to pick Englehart out of a lineup.
I didn't read X-Men growing up. I don't get excited. I don't get excited over X-Men unless it's a movie and I want to go see it. I didn't get excited over the X-Men ·97 cartoon that came out when Pete had X-Men on the Hot 10 every fucking week and it got on my nerves. The guy didn't register. I had no idea who he was.
The Claremont run is my favorite of the X-Men runs. It's fantastic. But good times.
Chris, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I'll get you next time.
I don't think we'll ever be able to get Englehart on after the SNS kerfuffle.
If we don't associate ourselves with him, we might.
Yeah. When you confuse him with the man who played the Gimp in Pulp Fiction, probably not doing so.
And wrote for Boy Meets World.
Yeah, and wrote for Boy Meets World. So if you haven't subbed up yet, please sub up over at Rennavision. Sub up over at Kingdom of Nerds, where Bruce is always putting out the hot content on everything in the comic world. Sub up to Styx Boy 73 if you like your Doctor Who rewinds, where we watch some Doctor Who episodes and discuss and have fun. Which we will be doing again this week. What do we have? We have our first taste of Tenant on the rewatch.
Yeah, this week we're going to be finally dipping our toe into the Tenant pool with New Earth. So
yeah, we're on Englehart's shit list, which sucks because I'm a huge Hellcat fan.
He doesn't even remember us. We're just a little blip on his radar for about a week, maybe.
Yeah. So join us on Tuesday for over on Styx Boy 73's channel for Doctor Who rerun watch if you're into Who. And
hopefully we're going to try something new this week to make it a little more user or watcher friendly. Yeah. Hopefully.
I'm gonna try a new setup tomorrow and see how it goes, and we'll see.
We'll see if we can successfully not get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Dom and Matt over on Absolute Geek Podcast, along with Styx, do their wrestling show every week as well. So
did you guys do a Hogan tribute last night?
We didn't do
one last night because
everyone's at SD. Matt and Dom are both in San Diego.
Yeah, Matt and Dom are both at FDCC, and I wasn't going to do it by myself, so we'll do something next week. Also, next week will be our SummerSlam preview. SummerSlam is 2 nights this year, so we'll see. This should be a good time.
Which
Always
episode? Which episode Styx? We watching?
Oh, we're watching New Earth on Tuesday.
There you go.
Hey, Styx, you start watching Foundation season whatever. Weren't you watching Foundations on Apple? Were you watching that?
I don't know if I was or wasn't. I don't remember.
I was watching a bit of it, but
the new season dropped, but it feels like it's been like 3 years since the last season, so I have no idea what's going on. Zero.
Yeah, I think Silo should be coming out in November.
Really? Oh wow.
I think so.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Good stuff. Good stuff. If you like some of the content here at Rennavision, you can always check out the CBSI Hot 10 Fridays at 9, followed by us at 9:30. Saturdays, I don't think you guys will probably have a show tomorrow since everyone's
no
still in
show
San
tomorrow.
Diego.
No SNS.
But no,
Yep.
Saturdays you can catch SNS at 9
But,
o'clock.
I will say, I'll throw this in there. I don't know if Pete mentioned it. One way to support our channel and to get a little something of your own is to tune in tomorrow. Pete is doing, I don't know the exact time, he's doing a Whatnot sale of the Fantastic Four packs,
Oh, there you go.
comic packs tomorrow. So follow Pete on Whatnot. All the proceeds go to keep this channel running. So yeah, if you want to, and you get maybe you'll get a hot comic in return. I think he was going to do it today, but then he said he wasn't feeling up to it, so he's doing it tomorrow.
Yep. And I still think the over at BCW for bags and boards and boxes, the use the code RENA10 and get 10% off over there as well, which is timely as ever because the price of bags and boards have gone up a little bit. So use that code RENA10 over at BCW and get a little discount when you stock up. On Sundays, you can always check out at 9:15 Tales from the Dark Side with Marco and JJ, and probably not Dom this week, and Wayseeker for all of your Star Wars needs. And as always on Wednesdays, the Totally Awesome Coolest Show with Marco, Dubs, Pete, and sometimes Bruce. Pete's on and off recently, so he's trying to pull back a little since he does all that recorded content. So,
yep,
good stuff. Catch up on all your comic stuff on Wednesdays. As always, Pete has tons of recorded stuff throughout the week, from Wednesday watch list to hidden gems to all kinds of stuff. So check out the content. There's a lot of good stuff over on Rennavision. So thank you all for joining us tonight. As always, we shall be back as always next week with something. We'll figure it out. We always do. We always come up with something. So thank you all for joining us tonight, and we will catch you next week. Have a safe and happy weekend.
The qualified. The qualified. The qualified.